Hello YouTube. I am making a video blog of my weight loss journey, I guess you would call it. I guess that's the thing to call it. I am starting the 3-day military diet today. It's a Monday. I chose to go ahead and do it at the very beginning of the week. For those of you who don't know what the 3-day diet is, you basically go on a diet, a strict meal plan diet for 3 days. You eat by basically the book what this diet says to eat for 3 days. You go off of the diet for 4. Then when you're done with your 4 days off of the diet, you go back on the diet for 3 days. You go back off the diet for 4 days, and so on until you reach your weight loss goals. So the diet claims you can lose up to 10 pounds in 3 days, which is just pretty good, that's actually quite a bit of weight, if you think about it. 10 pounds, to lose that much in 3 days is pretty great. They say you can lose up to 40 pounds in 1 month, and so I don't actually have expectations to lose the full 40 pounds in 1 month, just because, it probably won't even happen to lose that much in 1 month. They say you can lose up to 40 pounds in 1 month. I don't have a lot of time to do a ton of exercising. I am a mom. I have 3 kids, and a husband. We're really busy. So my expectations based on what I've read about the 3-day diet, if they're saying 40 pounds in 1 month, I'm kind of expecting to lose 20 pounds in 1 month. Would I be happy with 20 pounds in 1 month? Absolutely. Would I be happy with 40 pounds in 1 month? I would be ecstatic. But like I said, I'm trying to set realistic expectations for myself. Okay, so basically, for those of you who don't know what it is, the 3-day diet consists of 3 days of a very strict meal plan that you have to follow. Okay, so like today, I just got done eating breakfast, which was, I got a half of a grapefruit, 1 piece of whole wheat toast, and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and tea or coffee, black coffee. Okay, so I chose to drink green tea because I don't really like black coffee. If I drink coffee, I have to have, creamer or whatever. So I chose to go with the green tea. I did not add any sweeteners. They say not to use any, stevia, the Truvia, nothing, Splenda, nothing. So I just drank regular raw green tea with my half of a grapefruit, my whole wheat toast, and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. It wasn't that bad. I did try this diet before, and I failed miserably. But looking back, I kind of see how I managed to really not get through the first day of the diet. I had woken up at 5 a.m., had breakfast by 5:30, didn't have lunch until about, 12:30. And then by the time, I realized I wasn't going to be eating dinner until like 6:30 at night. And it's like, I was not going to starve the rest of the day, so I quit. Like everybody has temptations that makes their willpower just disappear, and for me, that would be Coke. I am a Coke drinker. I cannot go a day without drinking a Coca-Cola. I get a horrible headache because of the caffeine. And it's not good for you. I know it's not good for you, and I do it anyway. It's kind of like people who smoke. They know it's not good for them, but they smoke anyway. But I don't want my kids doing this when they get older. I don't want my daughter to go, to the point to where she's drinking 6 cans of soda a day, and then before she knows it, she's like way up there in weight, and she's just like struggling to get rid of it. And it's the same thing for my boys. I want all my kids to be extremely healthy, and I want them to set good examples for their children and things like that. So this is my effort of doing that. I am trying to rid my house of horrible things that will, just crush your health. So, I do have a headache. I haven't had a soda at all. Normally, by the time I'm up in the morning at 5 o'clock, I have a soda in my hand. I didn't do that today, obviously, because I'm on the diet. I did take a Tylenol because I know by this evening I will have a pounding headache. So I just went ahead and knocked that out of the water before it even started to get worse. So as for that, I just got done eating my breakfast. I'm not hungry right now. I feel content. You know, it's like just a little after 11, so I'm gonna kind of keep you guys up to date as for what's lunch, what was for lunch and dinner. I will do this for the first 3 days of the diet, and I will also keep you posted on the 4 days off of the diet, because I think that's going to be a struggle, because you have to go back to eating normally, and normal eating for me is, you know, sitting down with a can of soda and dinner, you know, with mashed potatoes and gravy and, you know, whatever else, or cheeseburgers, and just all those horrible choices that I would make. So it's kind of like an all over eating makeover. I have to not only kind of eat like the 3-day diet meal plan, but I've kind of also got to go into these 4 days knowing that even though they say to eat normally, I'm going to have to change what I eat. Otherwise, I'm going to put that 10 pounds right back on that same day. So I will keep everyone posted on how this goes. Lunch is coming up in just a couple of hours. And what you get for lunch is a half a cup of tuna. You get 1 slice of whole wheat toast or coffee or tea. So the breakfast and lunch portions are not big at all, and you will feel a little bit hungry, but I think after, you know, you drink your tea or water, that kind of subsides. So if you feel like you're getting to the point where you're going to go, oh my God, I have to have a sandwich like right now, don't do it. Okay, you can do this. I promise. I can do it. You can do it. And I've got it in my head right now that I am going to do this today. Okay, so anyway, and for dinner, I want to kind of give you guys a heads up for those of you who won't be able to follow, like, you know, 3 times a day or whatever. Okay, so for dinner, you will get 3 ounces of any type of meat, what you want. Okay, it doesn't matter what it is. The only thing is, this diet is basically like, not only is it like keeping your carbs at a minimum, keeping, you know, your sugars at a minimum, but it's also keeping, you're kind of like cleansing. You're trying to get rid of anything that would be bad for you. So when you go to cook your meat, you can't cook it in butter, or you can't cook it with a ton of salt, or, you know, a ton of seasoning, because that kind of really defeats the entire purpose of the diet. So when you cook 3 ounces of meat, try to do it, you know, like in a really good nonstick pan with like no oils and things like that, because the weight will come off more if you don't add any of those things. So you get the 3 ounces of any type of meat you want. You get 1 cup of green beans. You get a half of a banana. You get 1 small apple. And then, get this, you get a cup of vanilla ice cream. How great is that? Okay, so I also read that a lot of people would microwave their apples and put them on top of their ice cream. So when you're doing this diet, try to get creative with what you have. I know there's not a lot. You know, or your bananas. Put your bananas on your ice cream. You kind of get like a, you know, a banana split, but really not. But you kind of get, you know, something other than just the vanilla ice cream when you're doing this 3-day diet. So if you cook your green beans with your meat, that might help. Like if you're having a steak, you know, if you cook your green beans, you know, in the pan where you cook your meat, that kind of adds a little flavor. So that might help too. So anyway, that's basically day 1. This is what we'll have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What I will have. I'm kind of looking forward to day 3 when I get to, you know, post these videos, and I want to see if there's like a drastic look in any, you know, of my before pictures or this video in my face, because like I said, I do weigh 256 pounds, and there is a lot of extra weight there, and if they're saying you can lose 10 pounds, you should be able to see a difference in your clothes, or you know, your face or your hands or whatever. So okay, so basically that's it. I will upload lunch here in a couple of hours, and then dinner later on today, and then I will continue on until I meet my weight loss goal, and I hope that I can help anybody along the way. So I hope you guys can find these videos useful, and I would love to hear any questions or comments or suggestions that you guys would have. So be sure to send them to me. So I will see you guys later. Bye.